Welcome to the Semidey Dental podcast. We're here to provide you expert insights on how dentistry can improve your quality of life and extend your health span. I'm Alex Semidey, and I'm a practicing dentist, and I'll be your host, along with Jeremy Wolf. Enjoy the show.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Semidey Dental podcast. Jeremy Wolf here alongside Dr. Alex Semidey. Thanks, everyone, for joining us.
Everybody.
Doc, good to see you as always, my friend.
It's good to see you, Jeremy. I'm excited for the show, man. I think this is going to be a really fun one.
Yeah, we're going to mix things up. We're going to do things a little bit differently. We know everyone out there has questions. Public would like to know. We're going to do a little AMA, ask me anything. We're going to go down. I got a bunch of good questions for you. So I just have one question for you, Doc.
All right.
Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Born ready. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Okay, so number one, why don't we set the stage? Why did you become a dentist? Start there.
Oh, all right. You just threw me back to like dental school interview. So my origin in dentistry happened through a conversation with my mom. I was a business and finance major in undergrad. I thought I wanted to be a stockbroker. And the more I learned about it, the more I realized I was not really built for that world. So I had my quarter life crisis. I talked to my mom. She consoled me. She threw out dentistry because we had some like third cousin, twice removed sort of deal who was a dentist. And, mom being mom and knowing me, she threw it out there. And my first reaction was like totally dismissive. No way, like working in people's mouths, like nothing could have been further from my idea, right, of being a stockbroker in New York City. So I shadowed this person and kind of got to see what she did and found it interesting. I've always loved working with my hands, which was a prime reason my mom like even threw out dentistry in the first place. And like the more I learned about it, the more interesting I found it. And fast forward now, many years. I've been a dentist for 16 years and loving every minute of it.
And the rest, as they say, is history. So if you weren't a dentist, what would you be doing? And I know the answer is not a stockbroker.
Not a stockbroker. I don't know. Carpentry? I'd be a carpenter.
That's right. You do like to build and fix things.
Yes.
Like you said, you've taught me quite a few things about leaning in and fixing things and building things. So I thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. I think we're all meant to fix things, right? And carpentry in particular is just, it's awesome. I love building furniture. I love making things that provide use to people for a long time.
Yeah, man. You said after our run the other day, you said something that landed with me. I told you about this. You said, when you fix things, you fix things. And that really, really hit me hard. And when you really lean into like the small things, it tends to kind of fix the bigger things in your life and helps you restructure your mind and develop positive habits and things like that. So
yeah, it kind of develops your own narrative, right? You're a fixer. Mm-hmm. You don't see broken things as a problem. You see it as an opportunity to bring value.
Absolutely, man. All right. What's one dental myth that people still believe that's completely wrong?
So this one kind of surprised me because it happened just the other day. Super common still. We were at Nona's house, my mom's house, with the kids, and they had just finished lunch, and she told them to go brush their teeth. And I was like, no, wait. You don't want to brush your teeth right after eating or drinking anything other really than water. Yeah, so interesting reaction you just had. Yeah, so the reason why is because when we eat, the environment in the mouth gets very acidic, right? The mouth is now working to break down this food. Bacteria is super active. Right. Okay. So now you have a very acidic environment in the mouth. And if you go and you scrub that acid
spreading it everywhere. Yeah.
Exactly. You're literally breaking down the enamel on the teeth when you're just really, you're trying to help, but you're causing a whole lot more harm than help. So the rule of thumb is wait 30 minutes, right? After eating or drinking anything other than water, just wait for 30 minutes. That's going to let the saliva in your mouth buffer that acidity. And then your enamel is safe. You can go ahead, brush, floss, do everything you need to do.
What I do is I just have my trusty handy dandy little dental flossing picks. So after I eat, I'm good with that, right? I just like do the little toothpick thing to get the food out of the teeth, and then I'm good.
So so that could be a podcast all on its own, right? Like depending on the technique that we're using, I would probably just rinse with some water right afterwards, wait the 30 minutes, and then go through your hygiene routine.
Okay, good to know. I will incorporate that into my routine. Good sir. What's the biggest mistake people make with their teeth that cause long-term damage?
I would say ignoring the pink in the sink. Ignoring a little bit of bleeding, certainly bleeding that does not just go away in a couple of days. Let's be honest, right? Like sometimes we floss a little too aggressively, and even the healthiest of gums are going to bleed a little bit if we floss too aggressively. But if it's something that's a persistent issue, and every time you brush or floss or even eat certain foods, like you're seeing blood or tasting blood, that's not normal. Okay. And that's a smoke alarm, right? That there is a fire going on, and we shouldn't ignore alarms, right? Frequently, always, and certainly in dentistry, the sooner we catch things and start treatment, the easier it is to actually solve the problem.
Mm-hmm. An ounce of prevention.
Oh yeah.
Cure. It's interesting. You said pink in the sink again. I heard, I know we had talked about this before on a previous podcast, and I saw one of your clips floating around talking specifically about the pink in the sink. And it landed with me even though I had the conversation with you, I understood it, but in that moment I was driving and I was really focused on what you were saying. It made perfect sense about like you have blood vessels in your mouth, and if you're bleeding there, something is open there, and that's a gateway. And we talk a lot about the mouth being the gateway to the rest of the body, and like what you take in, if you have open blood vessels, it gets right in your bloodstream, and that could lead to serious problems later, disease and all sorts of things. So that really hit me hard. And I've been very cognizant. And I find for me, like the more consistent I am with flossing, the less bleeding you have. There's always those times where you haven't flossed in a couple of weeks and you start doing it and you just bleed all over the place. So
100%.
Hear that, everyone? Consistent daily habits. Make sure you floss.
That's it. Very well said.
So the next question here, I think we kind of answered that a little bit, unless you tell me otherwise. What's something people ignore until it turns into a very expensive dental problem? That's kind of a different variation of the same question, right?
Yeah. I think the pink in the sink expense is generally like systemic, right? It's expensive on your health to ignore that. I think from a financial standpoint, it's probably ignoring like a missing tooth, like a missing back tooth generally. Because I get it, right? You had to have a tooth removed because you had a big cavity or a crack or something like that. And it starts adding up real quick. The extraction, if you need to, stabilize the jawbone with some bone grafting. If you start talking about replacement options too, like it becomes an investment, right? But what happens when we ignore that problem is that frequently like a 1-tooth problem becomes a 3 or 5 or 7-tooth problem, because teeth aren't on an island, right? They're a part of a system, and you remove a part of a system, right? Like you remove any little gear in a watch, like things are going to start collapsing. And what I tell patients every day is that what holds teeth in place is your other teeth. You start removing those, teeth start drifting, they start absorbing forces in ways that they're not intended to. So they chip and fracture and break, or wear prematurely. Crowns and bridges and veneers and things like that fail because the angles of forces on things are being, applied in ways that it's not intended to. So it is much easier, much cheaper to just address a single missing tooth, right? When you still have enough bone to get a good implant that's going to last you the rest of your lifetime, while things haven't drifted around, right, and collapsed your bite and brought on premature aging and things like that because your bite is collapsing. And it's much easier, much cheaper to fix it on the front end and enjoy the results downstream.
Makes sense. All right, Doc, what's something that people do every day that dentists secretly cringe at?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt, using your teeth as like a multi-tool.
Like opening a package with your
flippers. My wife, Kate, does it all the time. And I just, like, what are you doing? Oh, here, the scissors, please. Yeah, it's just one of those things. I don't know what it is about it though, right? Because it's very rare that I see people that, have broken teeth because it happens, right? They were opening up a bag of chips or something. But I don't know. Maybe it's
they should be really strong. I guess if you're doing something hard enough, you could definitely cause some damage. But just if we get to the general rule of thumb, don't be lazy and try to open something with your mouth because you don't want to go get a scissor or something. Just like take an extra second. And I'm guilty as well. I do it sometimes too.
And I probably am too. Right? Like in a moment of frustration, it's like, I've got these 32 built-in multi-tools. What one's really bad though, and happens quite a bit, fishermen. They cut line with their teeth.
Really?
And I've seen that a ton. They end up with like this little pinhole, like right on the edge of their front teeth, that is just distinctive fisherman cutting line.
Fisherman tooth. And you could also use the fishing line as it could double as floss as well, no?
I suppose.
Hey, when in Rome. Here's one for you. What's the craziest thing you've ever seen come into your office? Hard time reading that with a straight face.
Geez. From like a clinical standpoint, this one guy epoxied in a broken tooth onto like a root stump that he had left.
So the tooth fell out and he tried to fix it himself?
Yeah, with epoxy. And he more is better. So he really got in there with it. We've had a couple of really interesting like sugar daddy type situations.
Elaborate, please.
Where there's an obvious sort of relationship happening between a lady and an older gentleman who comes in footing the bill for all of the makeover.
Okay. It's not that crazy. Come on.
Okay. I work in Davie, man. We're hard working blue collar type folks.
Okay. Yeah. Moving on. Best dad in the galaxy. Oh, here's a good one. This is because I've done this before. I've gotten my teeth whitened professionally, and it really, really worked. But there's a lot of products in store. So do store-bought whitening products actually work, or are you just throwing away money when you do that? Like, should you go see a professional to do? They have them at, like, you can go to your dentist. I guess you can also go to the med spas have teeth whitening services. Like, should people invest in over-the-counter products or get it done professionally?
Depends on the level of results you want. right? Like
Okay.
the over the counter stuff, it's going to work to some extent. It's going to work more, slower. You're not going to get the same level of whitening just because the concentration of the whitening materials that they're allowed to use isn't as strong. So if you want really fast, powerful results, go see your dentist. You'll walk out in an hour with a super bright smile. If you don't mind waiting, a couple of weeks to see some results, over the counter stuff tends to work. The strips probably have the best sort of results as far as the different kinds of products available over the counter. The one downside to the strips is that your teeth need to be straight because otherwise, like the strip isn't going to be in
Yeah, it'll be
contact with the
uneven.
tooth.
You'll have an uneven tan, or not tan, a white.
Yeah,
Call it a white.
you'll have smile lines. Yeah, 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 exactly. So, if you do have a lot of crowding or rotated teeth or things like that, you should probably have like a custom type whitening tray made.
Okay.
Um,
All right. Well, you just now it's back on my radar because of this question here. I remember when I had the only time I had my teeth whitened, I think I was in my 20s. I remember I went up to a guard gate after I had it done and I smiled and told them, have a nice day. And they were like, you have a beautiful smile. It's like, I need to come see you to get this done. We need to brighten me up. Okay.
let's do it.
Don't let me forget.
Why don't you hide all that yellowness, Jeremy?
No, my teeth, I got a pretty good smile, man. It could be better though. Always room for improvement. What about charcoal toothpaste? What's the word on that?
What is the word on that?
About charcoal toothpaste?
Yeah, it's all over. I think it was probably more popular a few years ago than it is now, but maybe not in some circles. So it gained a lot of popularity as like an at-home whitening agent, and the way charcoal toothpastes whiten your teeth is by basically scrubbing off any stain on the surface. It's not really doing anything to whiten the tooth like a peroxide product would, which is all of the whitening gels and whitening rinses and things like that. The charcoal is basically just scrubbing any stain that you have on the surface of the tooth off. What I don't love about it is that it's very abrasive, right? It's literally meant to scrub off stains off of your teeth. So that abrasiveness can damage enamel, right? It can scratch the enamel on your teeth. So, which can cause it to wear prematurely. And then you stack on top the fact that a lot of those toothpastes don't have fluoride, which helps strengthen the enamel. Not my favorite products. The other thing too that kind of has like an unintended consequence is that some studies have shown that it can actually darken teeth because it gets into like little micro fractures in the enamel, and the charcoal itself is black. So it ends up giving teeth this kind of grayish tinge for some people, which is obviously the total opposite of what we're trying to accomplish.
Right. Well, who would have thought that charcoal could potentially make your teeth a little gray? I mean, duh.
No, I mean, it really is. It took a Harvard study.
It took a lot of smart people to figure that one out.
Yeah.
Here's a good one. What's worse for your teeth, sugar or I got to do the quote unquote healthy drinks that people sip all day? I think all those healthy drinks have a lot of sugar in them anyway.
Right. Yeah. So what kind of healthy drink are we talking about? Like some sort of like unsweetened green tea, iced green tea sort of thing? Okay, you're probably pretty safe. A lot of those drinks contain sugar, and many of them are very acidic. So basically everything that tastes good has some sugar or is acidic. We want to avoid the sugar because that fuels bacteria and what they do in the mouth, which is ultimately to produce acid. And we want to avoid acidic foods and beverages because it's like, pouring battery acid on your teeth. Now, it's okay to sit down and eat some fruit that is acidic, right? You're going to sit down, you're going to eat it. It's going to take you 10, 15 minutes to eat it. And then your saliva is going to come in and buffer that acidity and bring your mouth back to a normal, homeostatic point. The problem with the drinks is that we end up just kind of sipping on this all day, every day, right? Constantly exposing our teeth to the acid and the acidic environment. So your saliva never has a chance to buffer that acidity and bring things back to normal. So if I had to pick one, if my choices are sipping on some healthy beverage all day or sitting down and eating a bag of, sweet tart halos, sit down, eat the bag of sweet tart halos, and then go brush your teeth 30 minutes afterwards. And from a dental standpoint, you're going to be okay. Metabolically speaking, it's not good. But from a dental standpoint, you're going to be better off than with the drink.
Interesting. I would have thought the opposite.
Right.
Okay. Do you think social media and veneers have created unrealistic expectations for smiles?
Oh, man. Fuck social media and all of its unrealistic expectations with everything. Not only with a smile, but with your life and your kids and your spouse and your car and your aspirations. And man, social media makes you feel bad about even what you aspire to be. It's like, I don't aspire enough. Yeah, I think social media puts a filter on things that is not healthy for us.
Yep.
I think we should have a smile that we feel confident about. I think that is important, right? And because it is a kind of business card to the world, right? Your smile says a lot about you. It doesn't necessarily have to be a beautiful smile by, conventional standards, but it should be a healthy smile. It should be a confident smile. It should be a welcoming smile, right? Smile is really important, but it does not need to be, a perfectly symmetrical, lab designed thing to have beauty.
Speaking of social media, what's the dumbest trend you've seen pop up online lately?
Ooh, I don't know. I saw some folks like filing their own teeth to make things
You like make the
even.
the lizard teeth, they're filing them
I've
to
seen
make
that too, which was
teeth.
crazy. Like they shave their teeth into like cones.
I heard that's very painful.
It's got to be. And I mean, like, dude, talk about commitment. like, like you are committed to
You
your
are
life.
committed if you file your
Point.
teeth into spikes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or fangs.
Wild. You know what? I'm probably going to catch a little bit of heat for this one, but I'm going to throw in another stupid thing on social media. Doctors, professionals in general, dancing around like monkeys to get likes. I think there's something to be said about sharing your personality online, for sharing good information online, to share how fun, right, your place of business is, right? Like a lot of us are running small businesses and we want to show prospective patients how great this place is. So I feel like there's a lot of pressure within that community to pump out content that is trending and everyone's doing like the Bad Bunny video or the whatever latest dance thing is, and you've got like, the doctor on camera like shaking their butt side to side, and it's just like,
We want to see you on camera shaking your butt side to side, Doc. Come on.
I
Give everybody a preview of what's to come.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to see that.
Yeah.
Um,
You'd
I
be,
just think it's kind of
you'd be
sad.
surprised.
I think it's kind of sad that we've gotten to the point where we collectively feel so pressured to do things like that
Mm.
to share our businesses. Um, one of the coolest compliments that I get a lot from patients, especially new patients, is that when they come into the office, they comment on how you hear people laughing, like all the time. It just sort of like rolls down the hallway, right? We have a very small, intimate practice. We have 4 private rooms, right? So when you come in, we close the door, but it's a small place. So, and laughter carries. And all the time I hear that, like how cool it is that, this could be 7 o'clock at night on a Tuesday, right before we close up. Folks are laughing and having a good time, and that vibe permeates the place, right? I don't think we need to do the booty shaking video to convey that we're fun people that you want to be around, right? That you won't mind being around because maybe nobody wants to actually come in. But there's that. That's
All right. We're going to do a quick fire round. Lightning answers. No overthinking here, okay? Rapid fire. Electric or manual toothbrush?
electric.
All right. Floss before or after brushing?
Before.
Mouthwash, essential or overrated?
Important.
Okay. Worst food for your teeth in one word, sugar.
Yeah.
Did I get that right?
Acid.
Okay.
Acid sugar.
Best food for your teeth?
Water.
It's not food. Come on. It's a cop out. Give me a food.
I don't know, anything that doesn't have a lot of that isn't very acidic or contain a bunch of sugar.
Okay.
Leafy greens.
Leafy greens. One product you'd ban from every bathroom.
Battery powered toothbrushes, like the ones you put like a AA battery in.
No good.
I
Okay.
think they give people a false sense of security.
Gum, friend or foe?
Friend.
Interesting. Most satisfying procedure to do?
Extractions.
Ooh, not for me. Morning brusher or night brusher? Which matters more?
Uh, Tart shared something with me about this a while back. Brush your teeth in the morning to keep your friends. Brush your teeth at night to keep your teeth. Maybe I flipped that. Brush your teeth at night to keep your teeth. Brush your teeth in the morning to keep your friends.
Okay.
If I had to pick one, morning brush.
Morning brush. Okay. Coffee, tea, or red wine? Which stains worst?
Red wine, probably.
Red wine.
B40, baby.
Whitening strips, yes or no? Oh, we talked about that. Yes or no?
Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
Maybe. That's a maybe.
Maybe.
The drink you wish people would stop sipping all day.
Oh, like any sort of like energy drink type thing.
No Red Bull?
Horrific. I know.
Oh, come on.
Just chug it. Chug the Red Bull. Have it.
Okay.
Just don't sip on it all day. Gatorade's another really bad one that people love to sip throughout the day.
A tooth tip you tattoo on everybody's forehead.
Oy. 2 minutes twice a day.
Worst advice you've heard on TikTok?
Oh. I don't know that I've heard like explicitly bad advice on.
It's because you don't watch TikTok. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Skipping. Toothpaste, pea-sized or full strip?
You somehow made that uncomfortable. Well, thank you.
The whole lean and like
pea size.
Pea size. Okay. Ooh, tongue scraper. Necessary or nah?
Tongue scraping, definitely necessary. I'm personally a toothbrush tongue scraper. And some people might take exception to that.
I personally started tongue scraping for the first time in my life 4 months ago. I've noticed a huge difference on the bacteria buildup on my tongue.
Yeah.
My daughter's been doing it forever, and I just didn't even think to do it. And then somebody else brought it to my attention, and I was like, I should probably do this, and it's worked wonders for me. So just saying.
Nice.
Sweetest tooth in your own family.
Oh, probably me.
Of course, it's you. Favorite part of the job in 3 words. Don't think too hard.
New smile reveal.
Ah, love it. Coffee before patients. How many cups? Oof. Hopefully not too many. You don't want to be, you're doing an extraction. You're like, oh, I had 18 cups of coffee this morning. We're good.
Let's go.
One sentence of advice for someone who hasn't been to a dentist in 10 years.
It is, now's the best time.
I was going to say, get your ass to the dentist now. I could say that. Yeah, I don't think that lands properly.
Right there. That's reading between the lines.
Okay, yeah. Pull one tooth a year forever or never floss again. Huh?
What? So pull one of my own teeth?
Weird. Pull one tooth. I'm skipping that. That's ridiculous. Treat a patient who never brushes or one who argues with everything you say.
Oh, one who never brushes.
Okay. One that never brushes but listens. Lose your sense of taste or your sense of smell.
Ooh. Well, if I lose my smell, well, do I lose my taste if I lose my smell? Because if they're independent, I'll lose the smell. I'm good. I love food. I want to taste my food.
I'll speak from experience. I don't smell anything as it is, and I do taste. I'm sure that if you lost I'm sure that my sense of taste is diminished because of the smell. But for me, 100%, I'd rather lose the sense of smell. I mean, can you imagine eating food with zero taste? Like it would be like just chewing on a weird, mushy texture of nothingness.
Of nothingness.
Yeah, no bueno. Yeah, definitely smell. Only do root canals for the rest of your career.
No.
Or only do cleanings.
The other one. Cleanings.
Okay. Have a patient name every tooth or have them describe the pain as weird. I don't know if I understand my own question.
Name every tooth. I like specifics.
Eat only crunchy food forever or only sticky food forever?
Crunchy. No doubt.
Yeah, 100%. I'm with you on that. Drill with no music or with a song you hate on repeat?
Oh, I like this one because our patients know that we put custom music on for every appointment. Like we have the private rooms, right? So we create a whole little vibe there for them. No music. No music.
I honestly would much prefer to have you as the person that's actually performing the procedure on me listen to something that puts you at peace and ease rather than play something that I want to listen to that you hate, that you're like, I want you to be in the best mind space possible. I don't care. As long as you're doing good work, I could jive with any music on the background. That's just me.
That's good to know. Yeah. Thanks.
Give up coffee or give up your favorite sweet?
I'd give up coffee.
Oof. Yeah, probably. Okay. Work on celebrities who never floss or kids who won't sit still?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think it depends on the kid. It depends on the celebrity, right? I'm okay with a celebrity that doesn't floss. And I'm okay with some kids that won't sit still. But there's some kids that are pain. And some celebrities that are insufferable. I reject your question, Jeremy. I reject
everything about it. Okay. Last one. Have everyone floss daily or have everyone quit sugar? If you could only pick one for the world.
Ooh, quit sugar, probably.
Okay. Cool. That was fun. I like
this was fun.
We're going to do another rapid fire round at some point. That was fun. That was the first time I ever actually did that. was enjoyable. I hope everybody else enjoyed it. Cool. All right. Well, we will leave it at that. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us. And I appreciate you being with us on this journey. And you know the drill. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Let us know your feedback. We always like to hear what's on your mind. If there's anything you'd like us to talk about on a future episode, we are all ears.
And smiles.
And smiles. There you go.
Keep smiling, everybody.
All right. Everyone, take care.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Semidey Dental Podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and follow us on social media for the latest episodes. You can find us at Semidey Dental. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We're always happy to help. Until then, keep smiling and stay curious.